beyond revenue. Breaks, just protecting my investment. Ask about me, integrity's not in question.
The second female bout of the evening. This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the atomweight division. Fighting first, out of the First Farmers red corner. She is a freestyle fighter representing Fit, NHB, and Wild Bunch. Sponsored by Mad Kingdom, weighing in at 105 pounds even, with a record of 0 wins and 7 losses. From Albuquerque, New Mexico, Amanda the Glitch Lovato. Her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Barkers B&K blue corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Hybrid Athletics, sponsored by Eastwind Acupuncture, Porter County Chiropractic, Digital Graphic Solutions, and Unlimited Driver Solutions. Also weighing in at 105 pounds even, with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. From Portage, Indiana, Kara Vislosky. Fighter to consider the cage for by your referee, Trent Genosa.
Ladies, we went over the rules. It's a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves if you want to. Let's back to our corner.
All right, folks. Referee Trent Genosa has us set here ready to go for our co-main event, Coliseum Combat 55. Kara Vislosky in the black and yellow, Amanda Lovato in the red. And we're set to go. Right away, both girls starting out with some hard strikes. Amanda Lovato forced to shoot.
Yeah, Amanda was warming up looking like she was practicing some takedown style drills. So I expect to see her stay in the clinch and work for a takedown while the hybrid MMA athlete tries to keep it on the distance and stand.
Kara Vislosky landed a good knee. So did Amanda there as they were against the cage. But now both fighters to the center as we play this over-underhook battle with some knees and back to the cage.
Yeah, Kara's got her pressed up, and she's doing a good job of controlling with an underhook to keep her pressed back. Amanda seems comfortable standing against the cage, though.
Amanda with a big teat kick to get the fight back out to the center of the cage. Just over a minute gone here in round 1 on our co-main event. Make sure you stick around for our main event, folks. Zach Eddington versus Kiera Ross. That's going to be a barn burner.
Yeah, Amanda seems to be the faster of the two. She's able to get in pretty quick. But Kara must be pretty strong because every time she makes contact, she seems to be able to stop what Amanda's trying to do.
Right now, Amanda Lovato trying to hold Kara against the cage as she stops it again and circles out. Kara Vislosky happy to back out, play the striking game again.
Yeah, Amanda's closed the distance almost every time. Kara seems to want space, but it's kind of ironic because Amanda does better at a distance with her speed, it seems like so far. Oh, a slip.
Amanda Lovato with the slip that ends her up on the back here with Kara Vislosky taking advantage of it.
Working for a heel hook.
Amanda Lovato takes advantage of that exposed heel right now, attempting, like you said, that heel hook, Dan Head.
Yeah, you got to be careful because you can get hit a lot when you start working for leg attacks, especially when you don't have control of the opponent in any way. And she doesn't have control. Now she's just in a basic half guard, and Kara's going to look to drop some more strikes and pass, I would guess.
Getting hit is exactly what Amanda did there. She got hit by Kara, and Kara took advantage of it to pass into half guard here. Heavy top pressure from Kara Vislosky as she's looking to make her way to 2-1 as a professional MMA fighter.
Yeah, Kara's using a really nice right underhook, and that is allowing her to be able to keep the heavy pressure and keep Amanda flat on her back. Amanda's trying to move, but it's really hard to get up when somebody's able to control you with that shoulder pinned and all that pressure on your chest. Heavy pressure here from Kara. Nice left elbows. But Amanda's able to get back to full guard, throwing her legs up high. She looks like she's trying to attack, but Kara's just heavy pressure.
Halfway through, well, more than halfway. I forgot these are pro fights, Dan Head.
Yeah.
A minute and a half left here in round one. Kara Vislosky on top in the guard of Amanda Lovato with just over a minute to work.
Amanda's attacking a lot from the bottom, but she's not getting very far with her attacks, and she's losing this round. She's got to get up, and there she goes. She's got a minute left. She can win this round back.
She worked for somewhat of a tripod sweep there that allowed her some space to get back to her feet.
Yeah, she was able to create some space and just pop right up, and she's fast. So let's see if she can use some of that. Nice little right. Back to the clinch, which surprises me because Kara seems to be the more physically dominant when they're in the clinch. She's been able to circle her back off the cage and press Amanda up. And she didn't really get a takedown, but she was, able to control on top pretty well with an underhook for half of the round almost.
Maybe that welt on her leg right there has something to do with her wanting to clinch every time. She may not want to eat much more of that leg kicks right there, Dan Head.
That is very possible.
As Amanda Lovato initiates the clinch here. Kara wants no more of it. She's back out to the center, and she's throwing some punches with some mean intentions.
Yeah.
As we're moving to round two, our co-main event here tonight at Coliseum Combat 55.
That was a nice round. Kara has the heavier strikes and pressure, and it seems as if Amanda has just the quicker shots.
You see our replay here. First Farmers Bacon Trust is going to bring it to you.
Nice 1-2 there, and she comes in on the legs.
How about a round of applause for your ring card girl, Vanessa?
Our co-main event here tonight, our second female fight. Definitely does not disappoint after one round.
No, they came for 5 minutes. And what's crazy is that's, 2 rounds of amateur fighting almost. That 5 minutes is just grueling. And this is the first time we've seen a second round in the pros card.
We still have 2 more exciting rounds to go, and that's if it goes 2 more rounds, Dan. These women are throwing some punches with bad intentions.
Yeah, you can see Amanda's got like some welts on her eye and on her leg. Kara's shots are landing, and they are hard. Amanda's landed more, maybe. They're faster, but Kara's landing the more devastating stuff.
Set to go round 2, Kara circles in as Amanda fires some leg kicks.
Yeah, she landed an outside and inside and then a body kick like boom, boom, boom.
Amanda Lovato looking a lot more loose and mobile this round to come out in round 2.
Nice head kick. I like her motion. I like the way she's moving. She just has to make sure she keeps her feet balanced under her because she probably lost the first round from slipping and just being on bottom so long. But
Kara.
She's doing a good job. Amanda is on her feet.
Amanda Lovato starting to chain together some combinations there with the 1-2 leg kick. Back to the 2-1, 1-2, 1-2.
Kara's eating that leg up now. She's landed a couple big kicks. Nice overhand right from Amanda and a big kick return. Looking for that little knee kick. Ooh, slipping one up to the head.
Amanda Lovato starting to showcase a little bit of striking expertise. As both girls seem content here to throw some heavy punches back and forth in round 2.
Yeah, Amanda's doing a much better job this round of like sitting in on her strikes. They are landing. You can even see Kara's got her leg getting beaten up a little bit, just like, Amanda's legs getting beaten up.
Kara Vislosky, who seemed a little more aggressive in her strikes in round 1, has been kind of backed off a little bit by Amanda Lovato's barrage of combinations.
Yeah, she's just in her face, and she hasn't stopped throwing punches. Just in there, boom, 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 boom. That was like a 7-strike combo or something stupid. Not a lot of power behind a lot of it, but then she dug in deep with a hard leg kick to finish it off. So nice again. She finishing with that leg kick and eating up that leg.
After a slow round one, Amanda Lovato has surely turned it up here in round two. You got to think that Coach Arlene Sanchez has really put some pep in her step in the corner, because she's definitely a different fighter here in round two.
Yeah, her coach probably just told her to settle down a little bit, because she is sitting, and if you watch her feet, she's got them planted now. In the first round, she was like quick, big exchange, bunch of punches, and clinch.
All kinds of 1-2 straight down the pipe there. She goes down low, up top. She's mixing it up. She's kind of putting on a clinic right now on some striking in round two. But yeah, it's not like Kara's taking a lot of bad damage. She's moving. She's using a lot of footwork, and she's still in this with some heavy strikes of her own.
Right. Kara's landed the more devastating punches and kicks this far in the fight, but Amanda's just thrown so many more. 3 minutes here into the second round, and Amanda's winning the second round, and I gave Kara the first, so it's going to be a barn burner in the third if they keep this pace. Kara just doesn't seem to be quick. Like, her counters aren't quite on time, so Amanda's landing 5 shots, and here's another slip. Kara needed to capitalize on that, I feel like.
Kara, as you said earlier, Dan Head, it seemed like she always came out on top anytime they would clinch up. You got to think that now that Amanda Lovato seems to get the upper hand on striking, maybe she should go back to that a little bit.
Yeah, I would look for her to close the gap, because when they're in space, Amanda's throwing 5 punches and a kick. Kara's throwing 1 or 2 punches and a kick. So she's losing by 3 punches, even though her punches, when they land, are better. And her kicks do more damage, but Kara's not throwing as many, so Amanda's doing as much damage to her by the end game.
Amanda doing a lot of damage. She came a long way to do this damage, all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, she came in real nice there with the Superman right hand, followed it up with another right hand to left and another right. Like, Kara seems to be wearing it well, but she's just not able to get off because of the quickness of how many strikes and how often they're coming.
We talked about Amanda's teammate getting in late. She was on that plane as well. They didn't get in until late last night, but her performance here tonight, you would not know that she didn't have a full night's rest.
Yeah, it sucks when you have to get in late because your flight came late, so now your weigh-in's late and you don't have as much recovery time, but she is not showing any ill effects.
Definitely not. Amanda Lovato, a completely different fighter here in round two with under 10 seconds left to go.
Kara's using that underhook nicely, and she's just bodying her up. She's being the bigger, stronger athlete. And I look for her to come out in the third and try and clinch, because she lost that round just on sheer volume alone.
Again, like we talked, you see the clinch there, and the Kara seemed to come out on top. You see our replay here, brought to you by Oscar's Pizza. There's a barrage of punches there that seemed to be the storybook tale from Amanda Lovato in round two.
Yeah, Amanda's getting off first. She's getting off fast, and she's throwing more. Kara's able to take most of it and just throw back, but she's not able to throw back as much. She's more on her heels, and honestly, without that slip in the first round, it might be 2-0 Amanda right now. Kara needs to get in her face a little bit more, close that gap a little bit so it's not just a 7-punch barrage and it's only 1 or 2, because you're going to get hit coming in. Amanda's throwing from range, from close. It doesn't matter. She's throwing. Kara needs to get in there and just say, I can take it, and hit her back. Or clinch her up and take her down again, because she did a really good job on top of control.
Round one seemed to go to Kara with her heavy pressure. Round two seemed to go to Amanda with all kinds of strikes. We shall see how round three plays out as both fighters back to the striking game.
Yeah, and I like the way Kara's come out, because even though Amanda's interfacing and hitting her, Kara's staying in the pocket and throwing back right away and not backing up and letting her get off those 5-punch combos.
Kara hiding behind that really stiff jab right there that sneaks through.
That's just an insane amount of like forward pressure from Amanda. It's wild how much she's in her face, when from the outside it looks like Kara might be the stronger of the two.
Seems round 3's playing out much like round 2, at least to start out here, as Amanda Lovato again putting all sorts of leather all over the face of Kara Vislosky.
Nice little left hand there over the top by Kara. But Amanda, like you said, she's just putting together these combos and throwing 4 punches. Even when they're not as heavy as one left hand, it's 4-1.
You know, Kara has landed some punches of her own, though. You see a couple bumps and bruises there on the face of Amanda, so you cannot count her out.
Nice counter right there. Kara has the stronger punches and kicks. She just doesn't have enough of them to maybe win at this pace. But this whole 3rd round, she's staying in the pocket and throwing back, so.
Both fighters content to land some big punches here.
Yeah, there's no takedowns being shot at all. It's just all stand up all the time here.
It seems Amanda Lovato playing the volume game, where Kara's more trying to pick her apart and land some solid shots.
Kara's trying to land hard, and Amanda's just trying to land. And Amanda's doing a really good job of using her speed. She's looking for her first pro win here, and if she keeps this up for the next 3 minutes, she's going to get one. I am impressed, to be honest.
You know, on my papers, Dan Head, I see 1 round each way so far. This round, I don't want to judge.
I would say it is the deciding round, and I think the volume of Amanda's punches, Kara needs to do something. Clinch up, tie her up, slow her down. Kara just doesn't seem to be quick enough on the outside to be able to stop what's going on.
Seems the volume here of Amanda Lovato seems to be the kryptonite here.
Yeah, because Amanda just landed.
Vislosky.
Yeah, Amanda just landed 3 punches, and Kara doesn't care. But the problem is, you just got hit with 3 punches, and the refs or the judges, are seeing that. And yeah, every time you hit her, it hurts more. But it doesn't matter if you get hit 10 times as much.
Toughness scores you no points on the cards of the judges, Dan Head.
Yeah.
We both know a little bit about that, my friend.
I wish somebody had taught us that at a younger age.
Probably way less brain damage.
Oh.
Both fighters here tonight, I'm going to tell you what, they're slinging punches to end out round 3 with just over a minute and a half left.
Rock'em sock'em robots right there. Amanda just threw 12 punches in a row. Did not just stop. She just boom, boom, boom. It's like she doesn't care. She's just coming forward, and Kara needs to do something to change that pace.
Amanda threw those punches, but like you said, Kara, she doesn't care either because she took them all and kept coming forward.
Yeah, she threw right back. She does not care. But the problem is she's not throwing enough. She needs to let that left hand go and follow it up with a big right hand and clinch something. But just fighting on the outside. We got a minute left, and Amanda's thrown like 100 punches in this round. It's crazy.
Less than a minute left in round 3.
Nice exchange there. Trading leg kicks. You can see the damage on both women's legs.
You can see the damage on their legs. You can see the damage on their face. You can see the smile on the face of all the crowd. This has been a very entertaining co-main event. Our second female bout of the night. 20 seconds left here in round 3. Can't help but think that both fighters are going to go for broke.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left, Amanda is still in her face and throwing nice.
There's the 10-second clapper.
And they're going to go to the wire.
These
They're
girls
going to bang it out
to the last second, Dan Head.
Nice.
What an amazing co-main event. Man. Coliseum Combat 55. Our first pro female bout on the card tonight. Our second female bout overall. Our co-main event did not disappoint.
Man, both women just stood in the pocket and threw.
Man, that's the kind of fight that the fans want to see. They come to see these slugfests, but you want to mix in a little bit of ground game, and that's exactly what we saw here tonight.
It worked out well. Here we got a replay. You can see it. Kara was landing that nice stiff left, but you watch Amanda threw 5 punches in that one little exchange. Kara landed the stronger strikes, but I don't think she's going to get the decision just because of the pure volume. Amanda came out and threw everything in the kitchen sink at her.
That replay by Hometown Realty. Amanda Lovato did just that, throw everything but the kitchen sink. We shall see what the judges were looking for, rather it be the volume of punches and strikes from Amanda Lovato or the power precision punching of Kara Vislosky. Like I said, I may have seen round one way and round two the other way. The deciding factor is what they see in round three.
I'm 100% with you. And Kara did a better job in round three than she did in round two. And even in round one towards the beginning, Amanda was able to stay in her face and stay and keep that pressure up. But she went for a wild kick a little bit in the first, and her feet came up off the mat, and Kara got on top and controlled the rest of the round. Now, rounds 2 and 3, Amanda did what she did in the first round, but she planted her feet a little bit more, and she just stayed in her own.
Indiana State Athletic Commissioner Johanna Holland has our official results to the hands of Brady L. Davis.
Here
We're going to go straight to him because I'm excited to find out who the winner is.
Ladies and gentlemen, with this bout going the distance, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 scores the bout 29-28, as does judge number 2. Judge number 3 scores the bout 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Amanda the Glitch Lovato!
Well, Dan Head, it looks like the volume of strikes paid off tonight.